From the very beginning, I just want to say that the Moses Kotane Institute was founded by the Honorable Premier of KwaZulu-Natal when he was an MEC for Economic Development in KwaZulu-Natal. Now, you need to put that into context. How come an MEC for Economic Development thinks about founding an institute like this? We want to produce graduates of the Moses Kotane Institute that are going to be well-rounded people. But we want them to be people who are rooted in communities and people who are going to be exemplary in those communities, taking science, mathematics, and technology to the communities where this technology has never been. I said to you at the beginning that when we visited the lab, we talked to the learners who've never touched a computer. A huge majority of people here who are highly educated will attest to the fact that many of us had to reach university and sometimes beyond that without actually having our own computer and using our own computer. We believe that the Moses Kotane Institute will contribute to the economic development in the province by doing three major things. The first one is to create a pool of appropriately skilled science, technology, engineering. You must remember that abbreviation, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics graduates who are capable of underpinning service delivery through the public and private sectors in KwaZulu-Natal. We are not able to get enough people who are skilled in these areas, whether you're talking about the public sector or the private sector, particularly people who are coming from those communities that have been disadvantaged before. The second one is to build a pool of appropriately skilled maths and science educators. We've got a program that is focusing on educators, particularly high school teachers, so that we can bring them up to speed with respect to their ability to teach maths and science. We want to create a pool of advanced IT and business process outsourcing. BPO is business process outsourcing talent in the province to service the needs of vertical industries by IT and STEM capability. It was very clear that the majority of South Africans, black South Africans in particular, have never ever seen a computer before. Some of them will go through just basic computer and others will go to a higher level until they reach a level of software engineering. Our objective is to create software engineers who are going to be useful to the industry. And the question is, why is it that in South Africa, particularly people who are coming from disadvantaged backgrounds, we are not up to scratch when it comes to our performance and skills? If you look at that graph tells you that about 30% of people who go to university and technicals in South Africa graduate within 5 years. Now, how many years does it take for you to complete a diploma or a degree? Normally, it's 3 to 4 years. But within 5 years, still in 5 years, we've got only 30% graduating. And about 14% of them are still registered, but a huge 56% drop out. What happens to this 56%? Who's going to employ these people who dropped out at university? FET colleges are not poor people's universities or places for other people's children. There needs to be a recognition that further education colleges will begin to provide the majority of our young people with solid foundations for meaningful careers. We need to recognize, like the South African government does, that the FET colleges are the places where economic development and change in South Africa is actually going to come. We need more people who are going to contribute to economic development now. What we believe in at Moses Kotane Institute is sustainable development. It's very important that we target females, because if we're targeting females, we're targeting mothers.